Alrighty. Likutei Moharan. We are on the third Hashmas, the third appendix. So it says like we said in Seif Gimel, "Ze peirush v'anochi ne'atich sorek." I have planted you, sorek. It says sorek is oisios shurok, the nikod of the three dots. It says, and it's explained over there, Kim kabel tipe asera shel tzaddik, you get the brain drops of the tzaddik, of the eitzah shel kabel minu, through the advice that you receive from him. It says over that sorek is the whistling, which is the rabbis of the geula, that is going to be through the whistling. Yeah, a whistle is a call. You know, as a non-verbal call, is a call which uses the sound alone. The meaning of call. We said the call is before the dibur. If you remember, the dibur is in the peh, is in the mouth. Yeah. Has the 5 tools of hey motzas peh, but the call comes from the goroin that has the 6 rings. This is the keneged the zeranpi. The mouth is the malchus. Before it is the call. Call is before dibur. Right. So the meaning of call is going to be shrika is an emitting of a call without enunciations. The geula is going to be with shrika. That's through the aces of tzaddikim you come to emes and Munah, and through this yezocha to geula. And now the Rebbe wants to say that in the word shoyrek, it alludes to something else also. The word soyrek, which is sin vav resh kuf, the way it is spelled, upchinos the nikud, these nikudas, which is called shuruk. That's the 3 dots that under a letter, you know, that gives it the sound u, or by the Hasidim is e. From years ago, I worked in 47th Street Photo. Years and years and years ago. And I was working, I came from Bnei Brak, where everybody was a Litvak. Yeah. You know, everybody was like, I wanted to become Chazonish, and the person is never, because everything is Yerushalmi, you know, it's the regular Ashkenaz pronunciation. Yeah, it's 47th Street Photo, everybody is Satmar, everybody is, you know, it's Chassidish. Yeah,
Polish Chassidish.
It's Hungarian, you know. So, yeah. So I remember I worked with somebody over there in the atrium, in the Avektan department, and I said to him, you know, you really should say Biruch. They would say Baruch. Yeah. You should say Biruch. Right. And so he says, why? He says, because you say Burich. So all the U, you say E. And all the U, and all the E, you say U. So you should say, instead of Burich, you should say Biruch. So you know what Shurek is, all right? These are the 3 dots. That's the Shurek, all right? That's what you say. U, they say E. Some people say, I don't know. This is the Shurek. The Shurek is class tip, and the Shurek, the nikod of Shurek, is 3 dots, which represents 3 drops. Yeah. We have another 3 drops, if you remember, in Torah Vav. The Nikud El of the Aleph is a segol. This is also 3 drops. Yeah. So Shurek is class tip and it's 3 tipos. As they said in the Zohar, in Tikkun and Vav, the Tikkunim, it says that the Nikud Shurek is made out of 3 Nikudas. And what it alludes to is the Tlas Moichin, the 3 Moichin of Chochmah B'yin Das. Okay, because this Shurek that you are getting advice from the Tzaddik, these 3 Moichin are the Tipa Sechel the drops of moyach from that you receive from the tzaddik. Ki atipo ba'amina moyach. You know, with the tipo of the zera, you know, includes in it, it's a codified the entire code of a new human being that comes from the place, you know, from the moyach. The tipo is ba'ama moyach, umagia laklois, and it comes to the kidneys. In other words, it is actually formed into a state capable of reproduction through the kloish and kle'ilot. These are the instruments of reproduction. Shemevashing the zera, that this is a mevashing the zera, you know, they cook the zera kaviyachol, like cooking, you know, makes food edible. So the kloish make the zera fit to reproduce and to become a child. And spiritually, the seichel also is born in the moyach. And that function that the kloyos do physically, you know, the in of zera, in the spiritual sense, you know, also the many Eastern philosophies, they relate to the human organs in a very different way that, you know, that Western medicine does. You know, and the word of like the heart or the kidneys or the liver, or they represent different kind of qualities than what we understand in what Western medicine understand. So the Rebbe says that the very same way that the kidneys, begashmias, you know, are instrumental in preparing the fertility of the zera, also the tipei moyach, the seich of a person, also has to pass through a process of what you would call of potentiation. There won't be just, you know, a literal, you know, a theoretical idea, but it will become something that can be given over and go into your mind, and you can. So that process, that thing that potentializes the eitzah is called kloyos. It's called kloyos yosef, the advising kidneys. But last moichin, the three moichin of chinas hashmen lev ha'amazeh, this is what we said in Shayahu. You know, the Rebbe says that tshuva has to be in Teravav. The Rebbe says the tshuva has to be in three moichin. And he says this is this is against the three things that the Novi, Kodesh Baruch Hu tells the Novi, you know, hashmen lev, fatten the heart of the people. You know, close his eyes and plug up his ears, lest he will hear and see what reality is, and he'll come to us and he'll make tshuvas. And I don't want him to make tshuva, you know, because he should be punished. Just there are these three realizations of seeing something and believing it and internalizing it. This is the three nekudas of tshuva. This is the keneged tlas moichin. This is what it said. Yishayahu shmen lev ha'amazeh. V'oznav achbed, and plug up his ears. V'navasha, and block his eyes. Penya ve'eno v'ozman yishma, lest he see with his eyes, and with his ears he will hear. V'levav yovin, and his heart will comprehend. V'shav, then he will make tshuva. V'lafalo, and he will be healed. In other words, when a person doesn't want to be medavik himself to the tzaddikim, is because the Yetzer Hara is afraid that lest the person will see with his eyes where the emes lies, and with his ears he will get to Emunas Tzaddikim, and that will get into his heart, and he will understand, he'll make sure, and that's what the Yetzer is afraid of. That the person will see with his eyes and will hear with his ears the essence of the Torah and the Tzaddikim, and he will make tshuva. So what the Yetzer does, is he incites the person to receive the Eitz of Rishon. joined the army, Likutei Moharan, whatever. Why? Because that will plug his ears and eyes, and his ears will not hear, and his eyes will plug up from seeing the right way. But when a person adheres himself to tzaddikim and receives eitzah from them, it says then it is the advising kidneys, that is the instruments of regeneration, that he receives the drop, which includes in it the three elements, the shlosh tipim, which is the klas moich and the three moichim. As what happens is you receive the eitzah of the tzaddik. It gives these three elements. Yireh be'eino, you'll see with your eyes, Oznav yishmo, and your ears hear, and lo yoven, and your heart understands. Was the three moichim. Because by accepting the eitzah of the tzaddik, you accepting from him a bechina of emes. When you accept the eitzah of the tzaddik on anything, you receive from him the bechina of emes, which includes in it the in of chokhmah bin adas. In other words, you see with your eyes, your sechel understands the emes, which is chokhmah. Now you hear with your ears the emes, which is the bina. Can say you understand something. I hear you. So this is the bina, and when you reflect upon it, when you think upon it, you look like, what's the deal with this? You really look into it, and the main avona in depth is listening with your ears. You're like, I hear you. It's not just I see your point, but I hear you. I really understand you. Hello, I'm saying something. Sorry, I need to keep you awake. You're the only one here. I'm sorry, I didn't mean you. You're okay, it's okay. Then you connect the truth to your heart. In other words, you feel the truth in your heart. After you see it, and you hear it, and you look into it, you connect it to your heart. And that's the das. That will bring about the shaver ofaloi. And then you make tshuva, and then you heal. It says that you'll be zecher to emunah and tefillah and geulah. In other words, you'll be zecher through this, through the eitzah of the tzaddik, zecher to emunah, you're zecher to tefillah, you're zecher to the geulah. So, your private redemptions, your total redemptions. I've planted you serek. Is entirely a seed of truth. That to tell you that serek is the three moichin of the tzaddik that come down to the kloyos, comes down to the kidneys. From there, a person receives the eitzah, and they constitute a zera emes, a seed of truth. Eitzahs, which are total and pristine, clean, pure truth. And they are, which are included from all the three moichin, you should understand. But Peroi says that the three moichin is chokhmah bin adas, and he says, but he perished that there is emunah, emes, and geula. Chokhmah bin adas, emunah, emes, and geula. Bekitzer, he says, sheroeh v'shomeh mevin be'emet. In the Kitzur, he says that he sees and he hears and he understands in truth, which means that the emes itself has three parts. He says, and that's the mashma from what the Rebbe said, that the tipa itself is divided into three aspects. The emes itself has three parts. And the emunah and geula is the result from the fact. So it's not sure whether, the emes, emunah, geula, and emes are three aspects, or the emunah and the geula are the result of emes. shot like this and shot like this. I'll stick iyun, lomdish into. To be continued tomorrow.